learning to fly drones. Shelby's learning to fly drones, so we're gonna look at some like do's and don'ts, some basic kind of like tips and stuff, and let's get to it. Alright, so today I got a package in the mail. Pretty excited about it. Pulled the trigger on it yesterday. Basically what happened was I've got this old keyboard here. It's an off-brand Apple keyboard, and my good friend Matt Manzari gave it to me a while ago. He actually hooked me up with this monitor, the keyboard, and a mouse. So stoked on that. However, the keyboard, it looks nice, but it sucks. It sucks. I hate it. If you hit caps lock, it freezes up the computer, and then everything like slows down for whatever reason. So you have to hit caps lock again to like reinstate the flow of whatever. Just drains battery, so it's always disconnecting. There's not really a good way to like go about connecting and disconnecting and changing out batteries. It's just a pain, okay? It's just a pain. So there's been one specific keyboard that I've wanted for a while, and I'm super excited. I pulled the trigger yesterday. I said, forget it, I'm getting it. And yeah, came in the mail today. So let's open it up. Oh shoot, let's see what we got. I think opening packages is like one of my favorite things. I don't even care about like what's in the package at Christmas or something. I just want to open it. Just give me a nice sharp knife and a letter opener. I'll go to town. There she is. So I got the Logitech Craft. The reason I got this one was because it has this dedicated knob up here. It works with the Adobe Suite, and yeah, let's check it out, install it, and see how it goes. Get this thing out of here. Sick. Pretty exciting, right? So anyways, I'm stoked on that. I'm gonna get it set up. Something else that's super exciting that's happening today is my friend is in town and she is buying her very first drone. So she's asked me to kind of help her get it set up and kind of go through some tips, how to fly it, things to know before flying it, that type of thing. So let's go meet up with her, and then we're gonna get this thing, get it up in the air. Yeah, should be fun. So let's check it out. Shoes ready to drone. Alright, so we got the drone. It's gonna be sick. Straight from Best Buy. This is the DJI Mavic Air Fly More combo. So I got Shelby here, and we're gonna go ahead and unpack it, unbox it, and then kind of like walk through a few things of what you should know before you start flying it, how to fly it, maybe just some like quick beginner tips on how to get started. So let's check it out. I used to not even like these. All right, you got your drone. Sick. I love drones. They're super awesome. A few tips, if you may. If this is your first time getting a drone, there's a few things you might want to check out. First off, congratulations. Stoked for you. Second off, the first tip I would have, I guess, it's not the most exciting or you know, sexy tip, but register that sucker with the FAA, because it is illegal if you don't. So I'm a law-abiding citizen myself. It's $5 online, and it's pretty easy. The first thing I did was take like a piece of paper, and then I wrote the number, and then I put it on tape, and you know, kind of slapped it on there. Anyways, you'll figure it out. Second tip: familiarize yourself with the app. You can actually get onto the app, DJI Go 4, I think. Yeah, you can get onto the app. You can actually get into the camera view without turning on the drone or anything. Go ahead, poke around there a little bit, check it out. Make sure you like understand where the functions are, like start, stop, record, take off, land, return to home. Go through like every single tab that they have listed there, because I kid you not, it will save you so much time and stress if you do it before you actually start flying it. If you start flying it and you haven't even looked at it and it's like all of a sudden like compass calibration, error, IMU calibration, error, whatever, then you're like, what the heck? I don't know what an IMU is. Anyways, definitely just familiarize, get used to the layout of it. Make sure you know where the takeoff one is, where the return to home button is, where the land one is, where the photo video things are. Pro tip, no matter what drone you have, make sure you know where you're recording to. So, for example, my Mavic 2 Pro, the first flight I took on, for whatever reason, it wasn't saving to the SD card in the drone. It was actually saving it to like a cache file on the app. Who knew? So double check that. You'd hate for you to get the thing up there in a sick spot and have like a once in a lifetime opportunity to film like the epic drone like sequence of just like flying through, only to find out it only recorded it in 720p because it recorded it to the controller. I would hate for that to happen to you, because that happened to me. Yeah, it was me. All right, drone tip number 3, maximize your flight time. So best way to do this, plan your flight out. I mean, I'm not talking like, this is mission to control Houston, we're going to be taking off in T-minus 5 minutes. I'm not talking about like this super detailed flight plan, but come up with a plan. Whether it's, all right, we're going to go to this park and I'm going to take off, I'm going to fly around and just kind of look, whatever. Or if it's more detailed, like, all right, I'm actually going to follow my friend on his bike and he's going to start here at this tree. I'm going to be above the tree at like 75 feet and then I'm going to go that way and follow him with the camera pointing that way, and like that's your shot, like that's what I'm talking about. Because otherwise you get up there, you're disoriented, you're like looking around everywhere, like, oh, this is sick, let's go over here, let's go over here, let's go over here, and then all of a sudden it's like 3 minutes left, return to home, beep, beep, the thing, it's like beep, beep, so I don't know, it's like the return to home like low battery warning. So if you plan out your flight and you have an idea of what you want to capture, whether it's photo or video, you have a goal set, then you can maximize that flight time. And then once you've achieved that, then everything else after that is basically just like a cherry on the top. You're like, oh, check this out. I'll get a couple shots here. Or you can land it and save that battery for later. So yeah, maximize flight time. The next tip, which would probably go around the Familiarize app kind of thing, would be to get a practice drone. Not required. I mean, none of this is required, honestly. But yeah, you don't even have to watch this. Yeah, a practice drone. I got one. It was like $20 off of Amazon. It was a stupid little like tiny toy. It was the hardest thing to fly. It was crashing into everything. But the control configuration, like the joysticks and everything on it, was the exact same as the DJI controller. So by learning how to do it on that one super well, I wouldn't even say super well, by learning how to like fly through the house somewhat well, when I flew the drone, it was like a piece of cake. So if you can get those controls down and you kind of have like the orientation of where the front, the back is and all that, you'll be fine. But that's like a little like added tip. Like if you want to go above and beyond, then do that. But yeah, so the next tip would be beginner mode. Kind of like an overlooked feature, but it's kind of cool. I would say the most useful feature in the beginner mode is the fact that it restricts the speed of the joysticks, or actually it restricts the speed of the drone. So it automatically, so in beginner mode, it like, reduces the speed that your drone can actually fly, so that way when you're like first time flying and you're jamming their joystick like go forward, it's not like into the tree. It's just like a like a slow and steady pace, so it's not like too crazy or anything, because it'd be kind of scary. Like if you hit it in sport mode, the thing just like takes off, like whoa, I didn't expect that, and all of a sudden you hit a tree and then it's on the ground and you kind of like crashed your first drone. I've only actually crashed a drone once, and it wasn't my fault. I swear it wasn't my fault. It was something wrong with the controller. It thought I was like initiating the drone to go forward, like full forward, like full blast forward, and I wasn't. I swear, I wasn't even touching the joystick, and the thing just like took off into a fence, and the battery popped out, broke a prop, It was actually on a shoot, so like I was being paid to do it, and that happened. It was a real estate shoot, and the realtor was there, the closing agent, the owners, the new owners of the house, they were there because they were all excited. They were closing, and so like they wanted to see we're doing like this. Anyways, it was kind of bad, little embarrassing. So yeah, make sure you are in beginner mode if you want. Just a suggestion. Next thing, have fun. Drones are sick, so be responsible. Don't fly over crowds. Don't fly over, near airports or anything like that. Yeah, be responsible. Be safe. Be smart, and yeah, have fun. They're super cool. So I'm glad you got one. I have one. So sick. See you out there. Drone wars. That was stupid. All right, so we're out here. We found a nice park to fly the drone. We are here with Shelby and Sabri. This is Shelby's very first drone flight. So we kind of went over some like how-tos and what to do, what not to do kind of things at the house. And so this is the first time she's actually going to get it out and fly it. So she's just getting it all set up, getting that controller on there. If you look down there, it says error, and it needs to calibrate. So hit calibrate, and then start calibration.
Oh! I didn't put my sticks on.
Don't ever try to fly with your sticks off. You're not going to go anywhere. Well, you might, but it'll be a lot easier. Alright, so far we are in beginner mode. It's like 100-foot maximum height and distance, I think. Alright, so she's got her first flight, actually first 2 flights out of the way. She's ready for Mexico. And yeah, overall went pretty well. A couple things to remember. Make sure you register your drone with the FAA. That's important. Don't fly near an airport. Don't fly over crowds. And have fun. So yeah, I'm stoked to see her footage from Mexico. I think it'll turn out really good. I think she's ready. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see you guys next time.